Yo. Alright, yo. So, we're gonna do. Well, I'm looking at this project right here. We're going to take a peek at this project and see what's going on. So, I am on Linux. I'm running on Ubuntu, and as you can tell, I basically have my console up. I'm trying to adjust the size of it. See, I mean, it just now readjusted to something super tall. Why does it keep my Mew? It's grabbing one side, it won't grab. There we go. This is what it was. Alright, so we have console up. We're going to be running the one we're in. Yeah, this one's on right now. So yeah, it did. Okay, so we're gonna run this program. We're gonna see what's going on. See, there's quite a bit going on in it. It's roughly, 5,000 lines of code. So right now, it's 5149 lines of code. It's probably like 96, 97% vibe coded. Which does mean that almost the entire thing was written by AI, just under my direction or blah blah blah. We can actually pull that up. Okay, you guys want to look. This thing right here, and this is just one chat log thing. If it updates, probably mess around. Yeah. So I'll hold and give it a few seconds. Come on, you got this. Okay. So if we actually pull out a history, you'll see I've been working on the program for roughly 2 weeks. Don't worry, it'll take a couple of there it goes. So you can see there's like a little bit of other things in here, but mostly almost all this pixel background map maker. There's a GitHub board, blah blah blah. Let me actually just go to the GitHub. So here's where it is on GitHub. Scan the QR code. Go ahead and get access to that. But as you can see, it's just basically github.com/DigiMaster3D, DigiMaster3D, and Pixel Background. So right now, what it wants to be is something different than what it is right now. Right now, it's just a map maker. It's in the process of becoming more. So let's pull it up. Now I have multiple monitors, so it's pulling up to like the center of all my monitors, basically, of almost all my programs. So, now I'm gonna have to take notes on this as we go. So I'm gonna move my thing. Yeah, basically I have a file that I use. So we're just going to use this escape file. So one of the first notes to take notice of, the file resized, the program resized the grid does So close off. Size events. Focus. Grid. What was? Alright. So that's the first thing, boom, that's the very first thing I noticed. Alright, so we're gonna over space. Okay. So our first note thing doesn't do this. So basically when we first load it up, it's supposed to find center. And when you resize it, we want it to basically look to see what's in center. Before the time to resize. So when you click and grab this, it needs to check to see where the center is before so I'll have to adjust the little screen, adjust all the elements before it does that. And then after it does that, it needs to refine center. So then it'll be centered again the way it was, and then when we go like this, it'll be centered again the way it was. So that's the ideal there, right? And you can see it sometimes it kind of, like earlier, it actually did resize a little bit, and it not perfect. So we're working on it. Alright. So zoom really messes with it. Probably need to change zoom to like a different scenario buttons or something. I think that would be too buggy, too messy. I mean the slider, I'm not moving. It does kind of work. I guess really it works for big maps, and that's really what it's for. So we can see we have walking space and stuff. So let's try applying stuff to the map. Okay, it's actually better than what it was. It's starting to keep track of like where you're going and stuff and filling it in. Before it just used to be super laggy, so we'll see. Nope, still do that. So let's go ahead and start building a little bit of a map here. We do have an entire section down below and off to the side that's entirely for building storyline art, stuff like that. And we do have we have a mini map system, so we're already starting to see there are these little, why are the dots so small? Alright, so let's make another map. So you can see the mini map automatically adjusts. Now, if I hover over one of these dots, nothing happens. So we're going to go into door opening. And we're going to start adjusting the door, even though there's no door. So, so let's say nothing on the top. There's one door on the right. There's non-usable, like there's a return door on the bottom, and then we'll say no door on the left, and then we'll say there is a transversal door, there is transversal, let's go all transversal on the side, and no, I want to test waypoint. Let's do a one waypoint inside. So on here, okay, so we did nothing on the top on the other one. We have to have one on the bottom, right? We don't really need one on the top here. So let's not worry about that. Okay, so we'll say nothing. Okay, so when focused on, I don't So we're gonna have nothing on the top. We're gonna have nothing on the right. We're going to have nothing on the bottom. I have standard door left, and then we'll do like the same thing. We'll do transversal, waypoint, transversal. Side. So unnamed 2, we're going. So like I come over here, and if I hover over one of these, see how like unnamed 2, and this is unnamed. We're just gonna go okay. Jimmy's spot. Just say that. All right. So then Jimmy's spot becomes the tab, and then it's Jimmy's spot. So we're gonna come over here, and we're gonna say starter drop off. Alright, now we have starter drop off, we have Jimmy's spot. So we can automatically see like this middle dot right here in the middle, like those waypoints, those are waypoints. And it's basically saying, hey, these waypoints should be able to communicate with each other. Well, let's see if we can connect them. No, can't connect waypoints. Waypoints should automatically. But when we put that. Oh. I might have to make a script for it. Let me see. Say, work the way, and we'll make this time to start, and we'll make it 1 minute. So we'll put a 1 minute hold on being able to start this. We'll say the zone type is going to be any, doesn't matter. Start message is wait. Let's go ahead and make the map. No, let's not worry about the map. We're gonna attach this to the map. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna attach this to the map, both maps, and see if this does it. So we're not even gonna worry about the map. You know what? I need a third map type that says will attach. No, that doesn't. Alright, it isn't. So just that's fucking so
I heard cryptocurrency trading at cars, so I went ahead and tried something new, and I was like, I'm gonna do this by far better, quicker than you would ever believe could be done. So there's 2 major platforms. I'm gonna make this, and I'm gonna.
Some of these are less obvious.
I went ahead and downloaded MetaMask. It's simply that on my cell phone, not even a tablet or computer.
Only
in fact, it works so many different ways. I just went and downloaded it fast.
Non-player. User inactive.
Yeah,
good. User. So if we user works, I want to
WYRE, I'm on it now. I go ahead and put in my debit card information, and next thing you know, I'm collecting buy. I bought from a camera, bought a little more, and I even wrapped up some Bitcoin.
I don't have the work
because I can hit the swap button right on MetaMask and stuff, and I can start swapping, trading, and making DeFi platforms. Okay, now I found this one place online, the Web3 platform. I my MetaMask to it to see what's going on exactly, and they showed me some DeFi platforms that had different kinds of verification for you to see and check and do this and that, and now I go ahead and I'm like, in fact, I go ahead, I can buy, don't worry, I stay continued, you know, so I'm gonna win back, earn back for what I go ahead and, you know, and I do liquidity, and I go through swaps, mini swap, and everything like that, and go ahead and keep up. Now I do about this other token, I got enough of it, I started, you know, I'm not quite sure what it is, but I got it, and now it's running in the background with other things on my laptop. I'm going on my cell phone and on my master docs, and I just look and it is another kind of platform dropping my wallet. It's going to come from my tech stock, and there it is. I sold an NFT on the name chain, and it sold twice to 2 other people, making me a world teaser pack. Now, when NFT and saw what it was an image, and I put it inside a way for them to download the full web. Now, that's okay. right for everyone to see. Just better uses and they will come later on. I got gamification going on wax. I got another place there. I'm also doing liquidity and pairs and other kind of trading tools there. Oh, and this is like also someone had for my XP, and that's where ahead and maybe.
Say please correct.
There's something that walks in the street. What you know, what for you with me, there's something else deep within that we can see. Something coming up, brewing through what we see in the street. We're not quite sure. It's boiling, it's doubling, it's swirling, it's smoking out to sea. Now it's coming and it's coming right for me. Is it heading my way? Is it an influence for me? Is it something that I've done and maybe perhaps it's something I can't see? Something from my past and maybe something I've done for free. And it's time for this to come out for sure. Now it's growing a little bit more and glowing even for sure. I gotta go run, I gotta head back, I gotta find another way out.
Okay,
so I get in the house, I try to hide in fact into the closet in the back. But then there it is, a slight slow little glow. I look beside me and there it is beside me, ready to glow as well. It's growing right beside me. I start to run, it grabs my foot, I hit the ground, and now I don't know what to do, man. It's coming right for me, it's eating my toes, I can feel it. It's going and crazy me.
Alright, so now we have the waypoint. That is
just me entirely, my entire guiltiness. Everything I've done wrong is coming back for me. It's called fate, it's called karma, it's everything you don't see that comes in when you do what you do.
So we're gonna go to Jimmy's spot.
It doesn't have to ask questions and know anything.
We're gonna take
it sees
a
you
teleport
where you fucking go and what you do. Stop assuming and assuming no one sees you. You got to know what you do is what you do, because it causes reactions and the actions and reactions. On top of that too, don't even think that everything you've done is just from you. Everything you do, it affects someone else too.
value 2. Oh. Okay, I just realized. Like it. Okay. So this zone is going to be zone. Let's go safe and bronze. I don't have this. Let's go next. Alright, so don't have a, oh wait, we still need to do this. Alright, so object. This location. Against value. Here we have. See, I started. We have a location, which is Q. So user warp. Yeah, see, that's not. I still need this instance to change what's not here. I need that too. Um, I don't need it. I need it to be title. Waypoint. Um, let's say save the waypoint value 1. So the user warp. So if the user has found an area, right? Warp. Was it warp the one where it's just like you found an area? He warps portals or enters a map zone. Yeah. Exits. Alright, so we'll have to do this again for the exit. So, so if this happens, waypoint should become interactable. It's an action, and then say active, and then say again like if the oh yeah, because that's warp backwards. Yeah. So if they leave using one of these methods, we're basically going to say the same thing. Basically want to say the same thing. Do they like this? Okay, that's it. And then say warp on waypoint value 2. So active RW waypoint value 1. Raw. Raw. That's right. Raw. Is it? Oh, I can get this. Or off. Yeah, that makes sense. And a warp and eggs. I need to do either. Oh no, I need. That's right, either. Okay. So the only thing we did is those two work points should connect. Holy shit. Holy shit, it's working. We just attached this script so that means when you show up in a spot that has a waypoint, right now we only have 2. What it will do is it will say, it will announce to the user, waypoint, waypoint, where are you? Oh, confirm message is confirm message. Okay. So we need when the user message. Is it entry from starting? Start. Alright, so we're gonna, when the user doesn't change the default message, start and confirm, that data should not be saved with the arc at time of put save arc history is when it is sure. Alright, so it will, like, unfortunately, it will go and say, like, I can go like this. I'm supposed to use deselect. I wasn't really. How do I remove it? Look, no. Well, I can save the select part. Export. Oh, okay. Remove our. Whoa. Okay. The attached arts though doesn't show user button. Select art. Please show the button. Load. Usable. If I click. Okay, that's a what? Select an arts. Okay. Select. So in the window our user button select arcs closes arcs. Alright. We're going, because we still have this one. Or- I want to do that. That should be. Scroll down, it should. Yeah. No. Didn't save. Save. So. Deselect. We have a Okay, that cleared it out. See, there's nothing there. Perfect. Now did this clear out? So go back in here. Edit. Looks right. So clear up data fields. Map. Art. Edit. It worked. It worked. Alright. We edited that. Alright, we did that. Sweet. Now we need to patch this. Perfect. So we can see that took a little minute. That took a minute. So what I need to ensure I need to before I what I need. So we got a question query thing. We're also writing notes. I'm pretty sure that means they're I don't think this is gonna work. I think this is like one thing. All the other testing it didn't work. Let me try adding. Oh, that was slow. Preview dictionary still don't work. Oh my gosh. How? Preview map work. Bottom of preview map still. The user is still not moving around in this map. Preview. Stay. That. Also, dictionary preview does not work. But so I have a feeling that there's a chance dictionary might still be working. It's just I don't have anything on the screen. But you saw how like when we load up um, preview map, see how it loads up the grid? While if I hit load dictionary or view dictionary, absolutely nothing loads up. Just a size of semi-appropriate portions. Actually no, it's not. That's about the size of this one. So I don't think the preview dictionary is stitching together the map previews for each map. So if I go over to Jimmy Spot and I hit map preview, it generates another one of these. So we need dictionary preview to stitch those together. I have to work on that. I have not a clue how to actually do that. It's one of the things where I have just been throwing things at it and hoping it figures it out for me. I don't actually have a clue how to do that. Let's just keep moving. Let's actually start to build like a room. Okay, so we did say there's gonna be everything's turned. So I need to go like let's go boom. Alright.
How do you justify everything you want to do? Why? Because you want to get into cryptocurrencies, but you're not quite sure what to do. Hi, right now, that's why you're here. You're listening.
Alright. So we want door. Right. Non-interactive door. Bottom side. And let's say yeah, see pretty much have to rely on that. Or Earlier it was going pretty quick, but now it's going slow. You have to have a boat to get across that water. Here. The barrier isn't like just like there's invisible barriers, right? So you can it's as if it's not there, but your character just won't go past that point. So a wall is a wall. We want barriers in places to be able to say, "Hey, user, stop what you're doing," right? But at the same time, I want it to look right. So I like the memory. I mean, I wish I could get it to the boxes over the memory spots or something, but it technically is supposed to be already. Maybe we should try that. No, I don't know a way to define that. Maybe when I figure out how to say it, we'll just reflect it on the wall, right? I'm not seeing it closely. There. Alright, so we got the barrier here, so you kind of just stuck, not being get in there. Door way over here. Give it objection. Come here. So we will put maybe make it look like this. Over there. See what that does. Right. I'm supposed to have. Let's go to map. Select the zone. Can't do it. Four. Let's go. Oh. Stay whole. Black. Yes. Oh. Now I know what I did wrong. Oh wait, I have. This one. Alright. So now we have a hole. So I want to make this little zone right here. Maybe we want to make that. Call it part to it. Wow. There's nowhere in the space here that it can apply it. What it's saying. But it's there, which means in the game, when the user enters that zone, if that's the title card, it will pop up a title for you. Okay. Alright, let's go back to the minimap. And let's spot that up. They're connected at the hip now. I don't have. So let's look down low. So we're gonna put it right here. And put here. Go clear out the fields and let's say it. So time to start. Let's put a let's do that whole second thing. Doesn't matter. Start. Nope, don't want to start messing. Say that run on player NPC. Right, hold on. Squash. I'm just not realizing they're in columns like up and down. Okay, so squash when a non-player user is killed. When a player user is killed. User squash. So if user dies or a non-player dies, so isn't there another way to say only the active Sarah? Alright, so if Sarah dies or the user dies, right, we need to send them to war. I don't remember how to identify direct objects on the map. Hold on a second. I think I have a note somewhere. Oh wait. So, alright, so if we're looking in here, we can see that this little symbol here is an interactable event, while this one event. So we should have done this mandatory event on the one that's installed. So we have a user's character plots, user's speech, active description. So like things will pop up. They say, "Oh, blah 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 happened," right? Non-playable character speech. So here's an action towards the character name. Here's an action phrase. Back arrow, back effect. Oh damn! We could have done that. That could have saved me so much time. Or I could have just done back effect with the whole warp thing. I could have just said like warp 1, back effects to warp 2, back effects to warp 1. That could have been so much easier. Fuck me, I'm stupid. I invented this script system. I forgot all the stuff that's in it. Okay. So I think what I'm wanting to do, I don't see where it says how to actually call an object. There's a location call, like I can call an object or a spot on the map. So I think it's just done this way. I think it's I'm gonna change it to mandatory action. We want to use the door. Yeah. I want to say the name. Alright, that should, theoretically, I need to name that spot on there. Now that should, on death, take the user to the return door. So let's save that. Whoa! Okay. Save arc. That saves needed arcs to arcs. Select hold arcs. Set. List. Correct. Keep or reserve already. I'm sure that it's just going to be like, oh, set up equals plus. But anyways, we got it now. So let's attach and Now I can't highlight the first one because it's missing. Now here we need to. I'm not happy I have to go back and click select to be able to start selecting like individual again. I don't know any other way to get this whole like drag and drop basically to work. Because there's no allowance in the system where the Python system we're using to build all this. There's no allowance for drag and drop systems. Like I am basically it's not AI too. We're abusing recursive calls to create that ability to be able to just do that, which is why it's super slow. But there's gotta be another way to do that, right? So okay, we got this little bone shape. This is Jimmy's spot. So obviously it needs to be a safe zone. I think this whole thing right here should be a safe zone. Let's just earmark this mofo as safe. So we're just gonna select this whole zone. I don't really like the idea like that, so we're going to uniform this. So Jimmy's spot. Value 2, and save, apply. Yes. And we want to set the apply lock. No, it didn't stick. Save. I think I have to hit the thing before I hit. I think I have to apply lock before I hit apply. Yep, value. Apply lock. Apply. See, it's not working now. It's for symbols, not for selector. That's what it is. I'm gonna have to double check this now, just to make sure it's actually working or whatever. So, the area up here, the area down here, technically not safe. All this area is... Okay. And it's like there should be a shift thing, but there isn't. I know there isn't. So, we just want to basically make all these look exactly the same. They look exactly the same. The thing, the engine should look at these all fine. Like it should go, oh, these are all one big things. because that's actually how like there's a lot of stuff where we just go, oh, we look for the exact same, like it's got the exact same properties, and exact same name, and if it's exactly the same and they're touching each other, they're the same. So just save this is special. Okay, so we got Jimmy Spot, which we want to put user chest. Climbable walls. Hopefully that was just like this one. Turn off the blink. Alright. There is no way to get to that waypoint. So basically Jimmy's spot is separated from the waypoint. Well, let's make that look more correct. Alright, so there's basically nothing else in this map or whatever, right? So that's gonna be really... Alright, but anyways, it should work. Theoretically, that works. Oh wait, properties is still so deselect map. That's not connected. It sees we have a ladder. Does it see the hole? It does not ever.
Let me just tell you about this one little thing. I gotta say it every time I turn around. Cryptocurrency is my thing. It's that thing I love to do, and I know so well that hashing, the ability, the proof of work, what you understand. Well, let me go ahead and tell you a little bit more. Proof of work, mining, and proof of stake, mining, two different worlds. Let me get it to you like this, one point of view, where you can understand it, one point away from where to go. When you have to mine, you wanna mine the difficulty of hash, you wanna have mine it together with now. That way, one kind of set of people can't attack the network. You got too many people on the side protected. Now, with that setup in mind and detail inside, so we got to think about two things. How big is the map and how long does it take? How quickly can I do it? So get a right answer and make sure that you go ahead and pick randomly an answer. If you don't have any
Now, saying Halo community is based on some guide. I'll make sure the guide doesn't say that we can't do it. So if I have a far right universal moment, they should be connected. Yeah, that sounds about right. Say, based on
For some reason. Now, listen, if that happens, it gets easier to mine than it was, but not completely. So it's still protected completely. You see, it just adjusted for difficulty down to make it easier or difficult depending on how many people are helping. The more protected it comes to protect and attack and do everything intact. In fact, it's just a matter of secrecy. In fact, that's how mining protects everything you put down. That's why Bitcoin is clean and the funds are rusting around. Now, why you have a proof of stake at all? When you have proof of work that is so powerful, well, you can't actually scale that kind of proof, well, with some other kind of way called scaling with the stakes. Now, what is that? That means you have money, you put it down to the fact you let it go around. And you say this kind of back and mine. We'll buy some.
Based on that. And in case you're wondering what that looks like, it's this. There's this little guide thing that says, look, okay, these little dashes or whatever, right? That represents the numbers in the over here it says openings. That's what that represents. But the total number is this right here, this bottom one, the minimum, and this is the expansion part. And so this is the full way. Okay, so then we say, look, if it's anywhere in this spot, it can connect here. So you see, like only the left and right can connect, only the bottom can connect, but any of these can also connect to an inner spot. So you can go from like that's like the top or the left or the bottom to an inside. Then it's totally possible from the inside to an outside. Alright, so for the most part this should be doing something. We can change colors. Wait, hello? Oh, I guess it's still loading the color. So here is the current text color. Give it a second. Current text color, current highlighter color, current active color, and current selected color. So, those are working. So let's go ahead and let's save this. Let's save this as a dictionary. And let's call this Jim's Test Land. Okay. Let's go ahead and export this and see what that does. So we see here we got Jimmy's spot painting. And that did not seem to work. I just now realized. I can see the characters in there. Okay. But how do we change the background color so you can see? Do you know what I mean? There's stuff there. Yeah, there's stuff there. Okay, so it does work. You're probably not the best to see it. Here's the team map. This is what the map looks like. So it gives us the openings code, size, the viewport. We didn't set any sunrise or anything, so it's setting that. We see it does get approximate size. It's a little warped, but that's because it's set up a certain way. And we see all of our stuff. We see our embedded architecture in the map. In the map has dead serious an archetype in here. So like there's dead, there's all it is. There it is. We can go in there, we can change it after the fact. Perfect. Love that. Alright, so that's working. Not only is that working, that looks lovely. Now here's the other thing that I like. So you see how this looks right now? Watch this. Oh no, what happened to my files? Let me go check my dictionary. Jimmy Sessland. Let me go check my maps. Yeah, it actually cleans up your files when you exit and when you enter. But both times. So if you're fucking around and you add in crap and you mess with stuff, you can easily just go in and adjust it and fix it, blah blah blah. Now, big question: can I load it all? Oh! It even remembered where I. Oh my gosh! Oh, that was all good. Damn. Did you guys see what happened? So not only did it load in, it loaded in, so it did lose an arc. Look at that. Yeah, it lost an arc, so it actually did lose that arc that got lost in the arc selector. It's actually missing. I can see it in the file, but it's missing. Oh my gosh, it loaded in the dictionary, which has the arcs, right? And the arcs say, hey, look, I need these maps. So then it loads in those maps, and then it adjusted, it remembered which map we were on last, it woes to it, and then adjusts and centers the fucking map. I'm like, yes, 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 thank you. Is anything missing? Yeah, just that one arc, so. Woo! Nice! Alright, so, and then we can say, there's a bug that when an arc is no longer arc sitting, but we see arc stored in tmap file. The arc now, let me just load in the tmap. See if it does load it in. So let's load in. Let's go to map. Now let's go to starter 1. Or starter drop off. I know for sure that one had to. Yeah, it lives.
year what's coming out. Like, not think is the best. And what's next? We don't have a fucking object. Let's speak going back to you. Gonna see. I mean, not much more. Go ahead and try the algorithm to lie. Gonna destroy. Why? Because it's how it's designed and monthly time. They like everybody like the government. So they asked the people from Google and other places to have control of it. They said, nah. Oh, we don't know why you would ever think something like that from us, right? But guess what? They're fucking lying to you, right? Straight to your face. They don't know.
Okay, so there's a bug that when the ARC is no longer in the ARC selector, but we see the ARC stored in the TMAP file, the ARC doesn't load in with that specific map. So if the ARC is seeing the TMAP or map-p file, this one should load the ARC selector for the user to have access. Add a sub to the attached maps dot so it can be load, but it doesn't load. I think that's fine. So, I mean, like, I'm quite happy with it. There's some bugs. I mean, there's a lot more going on. God damn, there's a lot of issues here I did not realize were actually here. Compared to some of the other bugs, because this is the 4th time we've done this. This is, I think, the 2nd time I've done it on stream. Like, I'm really happy with a lot of this. A lot of this is working well. I need to fix how the data phrases, some tooltips are a little bit wonky. And I don't feel like I understand the minimap as well as I ought. Oh, no. 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 Where are my connections? Tell me it saved my connections.
It's time for everybody to formulate, to go back to type of things that we would work for. Men was talking about smaller societies working together and making a difference from them having a bigger society. That's what we've been living, a huge opposite globalization. It's a top of life. I mean, person is going to try to control everyone around. And if you haven't noticed, back when it before, absolutely fine for this.
It did save connection. Look, right here. It has a connection. Look, yeah, connections. Okay, so connection's not being loaded in. Okay.
We don't have to worry about cutting in the middleman. You just be able to go ahead and listen to it for free or catch up the whole album, man. And that's all okay, that's great, and that's what we're here for. To go ahead and try to hit it.
Okay, so
everything around is just a lie. It's more quite like the old guy. It's almost like the Matrix, but not quite the same lie. Because it's nothing anything like you ever believe. You've already been lied to. You came out, can't you? Thing actually wants you to die. Why? Because it'll make money off you that way. So go ahead and destroy your life and make $1 billion off of you. Anything, go ahead and put you in jail for. They don't give a fuck about anything. They'll pay someone to make it. While everything they pay someone to make it legal for them. Why? Because they can't. And unless you have a lot of cash, man, that's why you can get cryptocurrencies too. Because you can far away from them. You put in jail with all of your memories and all your thoughts and all the things you want to.
Alright, I don't think that's about all we're going to do for today. Even if it's like, well, that's not all the bugs or whatever, that's quite a bit for the system to have to work on and for me to have to get fixed. And, go ahead and call it there. Thank you, everybody, for